Welcome back to the neighborhood, boys and girls. Our first guest of tonight is Yvette Reid from Berkshire Hathaway. Yvette, welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, great to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. Before we talk about your time in the business, we always like to do a little bit of personal stuff and talk about your journey that led up to the real estate industry. Because in doing all these interviews and talking to people, we find out that everybody has like a little story, because most of the time being a realtor is not what you wanted to be when you were a child. It's something that happens through life. So tell us a little bit about your journey before being a realtor and how you got into the real estate industry.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to go a little back. Way
Yeah,
back.
go all back.
So I'm originally from the beautiful island of Jamaica.
Okay.
And
What part?
Actually from Kingston.
Okay.
And it's such a beautiful place. I ran a business for 16 years there.
Okay.
And then one night I went to bed and got up and the economy tanked.
Okay.
So I had a child and I'm like, oh my God, I can't educate him if I stay here. You know, I did the math, numbers weren't adding up, and I was able to move here with my son. And I knew I always had a heart to help people. You know, that was it seemed to be, I worked into that passion because I didn't even know what my passion was. Mm-hmm. And while being here, I worked in corporate America, and oh my God, it just was not me at all, because I couldn't deal with that. Mm-hmm. Then I realized that there was an opportunity in real estate that I can help people realize their dreams. And by doing that, real estate was the best form that I could see doing that.
Sure.
And also earn an income.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
And you've been doing it for how long now?
4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Okay. And in your journey, do you tend to gravitate towards any certain client? Like, are you more first-time home buyers? Are you more investors? Are you more people that are buying their second home or their bigger home? Which one do you tend to gravitate towards?
Well, I have a tagline that says, your dream, my mission.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. As long as I can help you achieve that dream and that goal, that's where I gravitate to.
Okay.
How best can I serve you? How best can I be a resource to you to achieve what you're looking to achieve?
Okay. Now, how do you normally acquire the customers? Do you do a lot of social media? Do you do advertising? Is it word of mouth? How do you normally get in front of people?
Well, I'm not very technologically inclined.
Okay.
I do my best, but I am very good at saying hello, and I learned that saying hello with a smile will take you a long way.
Yeah.
You know, so most of my clients are from personal contact. Many of them I've never met before.
Okay.
You know, I may walk into a store and have a conversation. Before I know it, they are talking to me about real estate.
Yeah.
So, and those are lifelong clients that I find that they are so loyal to me. They're there because, as I said, it's never about me and what I can do. So how can I be a resource and a help to you to achieve that?
Nice. Now, do you work on a team? Do you have people working under you? How does your personal structure work? Because a lot of people have different organizations and forms in the industry.
Well, right now I'm doing it on my own.
Okay.
I'm an individual. But eventually, as I said, I want to eventually learn, mentor other younger agents coming into business, because it's a tough business.
Sure.
And you have to be mentally strong. You know, I was saying to my manager that it's easy to learn how to do a contract. It's easy to learn how to do a proposal. But that mental strength, because real estate will humble you.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't have that mental stability, you're not going to stay in the business.
Yeah.
So there's so many great people that I believe would do very well in the business, but because they just don't have that level of the mindset that they need to have.
Yeah.
So eventually I will have a team. That's what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, I train and mentor people here, and I was talking to one of the guys today, and I was telling him, like, it's the industry where you just got to kind of shuck and jive. You know what I mean? There's not really hard and fast rules for everything. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. You can't be like looking for the clear thing. You just got to kind of go with the flow and move and shake. How do you handle, because everybody has the tough transactions. Some of them are easy, some of them are tough. How do you handle the tough ones?
Great question. I am a person of solutions.
Okay.
So whatever is the situation, the first thing my mind goes to, or my brain start calculating, how can we resolve this in the best way? And the second thing is, how can I resolve this so that my client doesn't feel the pressure of what's going on? I'll absorb that because I know, sort of understand what's going to come. But there, especially for a new first-time home buyer, everything they panic about because they just don't understand. They'll send an inspection report. Oh my God, it's okay.
Right.
We can deal with this. This is how we're going to resolve this. So I've had some tough ones, but the best thing to do is for me at first, I set the tone. Okay. If I am frenzy and out of control, my client is going to be that way. But if I keep calm and a lot of time, just listen, because you become now the sounding board. Right. Let them vent. And of course, to a level.
Sure.
But you try to keep the situation as calm as possible and said, okay, this is for my clients. How best can I resolve this for them?
Okay. Now, you've been in the industry, you said, for 4 years, so you've seen kind of some changes, some ups and downs, and it went really crazy for a while. It's starting to just level off. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in a lot of the talk that, the sky's falling and the market's going to crash or anything like that. But how are you dealing with people differently now than you were, say, a year ago? What are some changes and ways you've had to handle prospective buyers and sellers in this current market?
What I do, I try to help people to manage their expectation. That's the first thing. The second thing is, a lot of people, we have to educate them. Right. We have to educate them. We who are in the industry understand the industry. What that blink that happened in 2019 and 2020. Yeah. As I said, it's like a blimp. It wasn't real. The market had to correct itself, both for sellers and buyers. However, when people see the interest rate going up the way it's going up, listen, that's okay. It is supposed to happen, because I remember the days when interest rate, everybody was happy when they got a 16% interest rate. Sure. And I don't know if many people remember that. But now you'll be all right. Just tell me how much you want to spend per month for a mortgage payment. And we'll find you what you need. And we'll find you what you need.
Yeah. All right. So now we talked about the previous. Now we're going to go to the future. Let's cast the calendar to November of 2024. Where is Yvette Reid going to be? What are some things that you're going to accomplish in the next 2 years? Some goals you have and some things you're going to check off.
So of course, one of my goals is to have a team. Okay. To help people grow in the business. Okay. And more so the mindset than the skill set. The Berkshire, Hathaway, or whatever brokerage you're with is going to handle the skill set. But the mindset, if I can help somebody get there, that's where I want to be. Real estate, I will be in real estate. And to grow the business as much as I possibly can. Okay.
And what about some personal goals? We were talking beforehand about maybe some investing. Is that something you see for yourself in the future?
Absolutely. Okay. I'm hoping to become an investor.
Okay. Now, would you be looking to do more flip stuff, or do you want to hold a portfolio? Sure. A portfolio of rental properties and things like that, or a little bit of both? More flip? Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right, now we're going to do your last final question. That's okay. If you could sit down with anybody throughout history for a half an hour and ask them, do a half an hour interview, anyone through history, whether they're alive or dead, who would you want to sit down with and ask them questions?
President Obama.
President Obama? That would be your man that you would pick?
Absolutely.
Okay. And what are some of the questions you would want to ask him?
Being the first African American president in that position, how did he feel about it? Did he ever see himself in that position? When he comes up on obstacles, how did he handle it? Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. Thank you very much, Yvette.
Thank you
awesome
so much.
having you, and we're going to have you back again to do our second return.
Absolutely. Anytime.
We'll be right back with our next guest on Mr. Mortgage's Neighborhood.